But this is a realignment election. Not only are we facing, the biggest crisis that I think humanity has ever faced, the climate crisis, these endless expanding wars, the economic elite that has our economy and our democracy by the throat, the nuclear arms race, which has heated up again. Maybe it's hotter than it's ever been. We've got the Cuba missile crisis on steroids right now, but it's not in Cuba. It's on the border of Russia right now. We've got 2,000 nuclear weapons on air trigger alert, and Hillary Clinton wants to start an air war with Russia over Syria. We say, we don't need those friggin' wars, and we don't need those friggin' walls. We need a Green New Deal to provide 20 million jobs so that everyone has the right to a good job, and we will end the climate crisis, we will revive the economy, and we will make wars for oil obsolete. And we can end student debt. We bailed out the bankers who crashed the economy with their waste, fraud, and abuse. It's about time we bailed out a generation who are the victims of that waste, fraud, and abuse on Wall Street. It's time to cancel student debt. And it's time to make public higher education free. It pays for itself. We know that from the GI Bill. For every dollar we put in, we get back $7 in return. There is no excuse not to have free public higher education. And there is no excuse not to have health care as a human right for everyone through improved Medicare for all. And it is time to end police violence, to make sure that we not only demilitarize our police, but we create citizen review boards that have the power of subpoena and the power to hire and fire, so that communities once again will be in control of their police, not have the police in control of the community. And we can end this war on drugs by treating drug problems as health problems, not as criminal problems. And as part of that, we can end mass incarceration based on these outrageous drug laws and pardon everyone who has been convicted for using a substance which is safer than alcohol and nicotine. And we can create a welcoming path to citizenship. We are all immigrants in this country, with the exception of our Native American brothers and sisters whose lands we have stolen and for which they need to be compensated. And finally, we call for a foreign policy based not on military and economic domination, but based on human rights, international law, and diplomacy. That means no more wars for oil, no more war on terror that creates more terror. Our campaign is kind of Bernie on steroids. That is your power and our power liberated from a political party like the other one. They're both funded by corporate interests, by lobbyists, by super PACs. The Green Party is the one national party that is not corrupted by that stuff. We have the unique ability to stand up and be of, by, and for the people. Not the money, but the people. And that is why we won't sell out. You know, other politicians, they come to power and then suddenly they change their mind because they owe return favors to their corporate donors. Well, we don't have those corporate donors. We are our donors at $27 a pop. We are the ones that we owe favors to. And those are the favors that we're talking about. The favors of health care as a human right, and education as a human right, and a job as a human right, and a climate we can survive in, and a world based on international law and human rights. That's the world that we deserve.